Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome back to the latest weather update. There is a developing situation in the South Pacific that could turn serious over the next 24 to 48 hours. So make sure you watch till the end because this system has the potential to intensify into a tropical cyclone. Right now, Tropical Depression TD11f is active near Fiji. As of 6 p.m. today, the system was located around 620 kilometers west-northwest of Yasawa. Its center was later analyzed near 14.5 south and 172.3 east with a central pressure of about 997 hectopascals. This indicates that the system has strengthened from a disturbance into a tropical depression and is gradually organizing. At the moment, the exact center of the system is still not very well defined based on satellite imagery, but overall organization has improved during the past 24 hours. The depression is moving slowly toward the south at around 7 knots, which means its impacts will persist over affected areas for a longer period. Now let's talk about what is happening across Fiji. The trough of low pressure associated with TD11f is currently lying over the Fiji group, which is why widespread clouds and rain are already affecting the country. These conditions are expected to continue for the next few days. Starting with the Northern Division, Yasawa, and Mamanuca group, winds are expected to strengthen significantly from tomorrow. Northeasterly winds could reach average speeds of up to 45 km per hour, with gusts up to 55 km per hour. In other parts of Fiji, winds will be moderate to fresh but still gusty at times. Sea conditions will remain rough, which is important for marine activities and small boats. Rainfall is going to be a major concern. Over the Northern Division, the interior and eastern parts of Viti Levu, including areas from Serua and Namosi through Naidasira to Suva, Norsari, Tailevu North, and also Ra and Rakaraki, as well as Lamaviti and Yasawa group. Expect occasional to periods of rain. At times, this rain will be heavy and accompanied by thunderstorms. In other areas, there will still be occasional rain and isolated thunderstorms, but conditions are expected to worsen gradually. Rain is likely to become more frequent and heavier, especially during the afternoon and evening hours. One of the biggest risks with this kind of weather setup is localized heavy rainfall. This can quickly lead to flash flooding, particularly in low-lying and flood-prone areas. So residents in these regions should remain alert and take necessary precautions. Now let's break down the structure of TD11f. Most of the deep convection, meaning the strongest thunderstorms, is currently located to the southeast of the center. However, cloud bands are starting to wrap into the system from the north, which is a clear sign that the system is becoming better organized. The cyclonic circulation extends quite high into the atmosphere, up to around 400 hectopascals, which indicates a vertically developed system. Additionally, the environment is providing moderate upper-level divergence and a good poleward outflow, both of which support strengthening. Sea surface temperatures are around 29 degrees Celsius, which is very favorable for tropical development. These warm waters are providing the energy needed for the system to intensify. However, there are still some limiting factors. Wind shear is currently low to moderate, which is acceptable for development, but it is increasing to high levels just south of the system. If the system moves into that higher shear zone too quickly, it could disrupt its structure and slow down intensification. Despite these challenges, global weather models are in strong agreement. They are tracking TD11f moving in a south to south-southeast direction and indicate further strengthening along this path. Because of improving organization, favorable ocean temperatures, and supportive upper-level conditions, the potential for TD11f to develop into a tropical cyclone within the next 24 to 48 hours is considered moderate to high. So what does this mean overall? Fiji will continue to experience unsettled weather with strong winds, rough seas, and periods of heavy rain over the coming days. The risk of flooding will remain elevated, and marine conditions will be hazardous. At the same time, we need to closely monitor the system's development, as it could soon be upgraded to a named tropical cyclone if current trends continue. Make sure to stay updated with official weather advisories, especially if you are in affected regions. We will continue to track the system and bring you the latest updates as soon as new information becomes available. Stay safe, stay prepared, and keep following for more weather updates. A developing weather system is set to impact the far north of New Zealand, and conditions could turn quite severe over the next 24 to 48 hours, especially for Northland. A subtropical low is expected to approach the northern part of the North Island from Monday night into Tuesday. This system will bring periods of heavy rain along with strong easterly winds, particularly affecting Northland. According to the latest forecast, A heavy rain watch is in place for Northland from 10 p.m. Monday through to 4 p.m. Tuesday. During this period, there will be repeated spells of rain, and at times it could become heavy, especially on Tuesday. There is also a risk of thunderstorms and localized downpours, which can significantly increase rainfall in short periods. Rainfall totals may reach or even exceed warning criteria, particularly in eastern parts of Northland. Because of this, there is a high chance that the current watch could be upgraded to a full warning as the system gets closer. With this kind of rainfall, impacts are likely. Streams and rivers may rise quickly, and there is a risk of surface flooding in low-lying areas. Slips are also possible in vulnerable terrain, and driving conditions could become hazardous due to wet roads and reduced visibility. Authorities are advising people to prepare in advance. Make sure to clear drains and gutters so water can flow freely, and avoid low-lying or flood-prone areas during heavy rain periods. In terms of wind, strong to gale-force easterly winds are expected, especially across Northland. There is moderate confidence that severe gale northeasterlies could also affect parts of Auckland. These winds may cause additional hazards, including difficult travel conditions and potential minor damage. Looking at the broader setup, the low-pressure system is expected to move southward, passing to the west of the North Island. However, there is still some uncertainty regarding its exact track and intensity, which means forecasts could change. At the same time, another low over the Tasman Sea is forecast to approach the South Island, which could bring further unsettled weather to other parts of the country. Rain is expected to spread into northern and western areas, but the highest confidence for significant impacts remains in Northland. For regions like Auckland, the Coromandel Peninsula, and western Tasman, there is currently lower confidence in rainfall reaching warning levels, but conditions will still need to be monitored closely. Overall, Northland should prepare for heavy rain, possible thunderstorms, strong winds, and the risk of flooding from Monday night into Tuesday. Stay updated with the latest forecasts and be ready to act if warnings are issued.